Hello everyone, and welcome back to Glowspike Audio. Today we're going to be going over the difference between a headset microphone and a dedicated USB microphone. We're also going to be going over a USB/XLR microphone, but it will also be in USB mode. We'll have a further video dedicated to XLR mics later on. That way it doesn't confuse the process. Now, for this example, we're going to be having all three microphones say the exact same line without any variation in distance to the mic. Everything's going to be gone through the exact same settings, so this is just purely based on the microphone's capabilities in its own.
This is FineFine's A8 microphone, which is going to be their USB dedicated microphone. Hey, I'm Gage. This is a raw voice sample recorded in a normal room with no studio treatment, using the same script and settings so you can hear the difference. This is going to be FineFine's AM8G. This is going to be their USB/XLR microphone. Now, the difference being this one does have the capabilities of being plugged inside of an XLR, and that's going to give it a boost in voltage, which will make it a stronger microphone. And even now, it's going to be a lot more picky when it comes to words being said, and it'll be able to actually have more vocal range recorded. Hey, I'm Gage. This is a raw voice sample recorded in a normal room with no studio treatment, using the same script and settings so you can hear the difference. So this is with a premium headset microphone for gaming. It doesn't have the greatest microphone compared to some other headset microphones out there, but you are going to get a general gist that most dedicated microphones will give you a higher quality. Hey, I'm Gage, and this is a raw voice sample recorded in a normal room with no sound treatment, using the same script and settings so you can hear the difference.
This is the microphone back inside of its normal mode that we use. Now you're going to notice a huge difference in quality between all three of the microphones. The XLR microphone is going to be able to pick up more of your voice, which is also going to mean it's going to be a little bit harsher when it comes to untreated rooms. With that being said, it'll also pick up more of your vocals, so it'll actually come through as a clearer signal. Now, if you don't actually have an interface, the USB dedicated microphone by itself, the reason why that one's going to give a little bit of an edge before you get the interface is it's going to have a better preamp installed inside of it, so it's going to be able to handle everything more efficiently internal. Where USB XLR microphone combos are typically going to be more reliant on having a dedicated interface that's going to up the voltage quite a bit. Now, for the USB XLR microphone that we're using currently, this is going to go from a normal voltage all the way up to 48 volts once we actually plug it into their own interface. This is why personally you can see how having a dedicated microphone, even a budget brand, is going to be way better than having just a normal headset. Now, depending on your budget range, you can decide which ones you actually want to spend for. So if we head over to their website, for example, now this is not a sponsored video. They have given me these microphones in the past, but I just want to emphasize the price range. So for a budget tier person, I recommend trying to start somewhere where you can actually afford it instead of trying to break your budget and hoping for something bigger. You're going to notice a lot of these microphones, like the one we're using right now, this is $55. It'll be a little bit more expensive if you decide to go with one with a boom arm. So like this, that's $68 US to have a decent microphone with a boom arm that you can actually start auditioning with and start learning your practice. Or if you're more into budget, your cheaper USB only microphone is going to be about $50 US. Now, why is this a good starting point? Well, basically you are going to want to be adding on to it as you grow as a creator. And the difference being, you're not always going to have the best technology. Eventually you will get pro grade stuff, but this is going to allow you to earn enough money to get to the next stages. That way you're not wasting your money early on. You can learn the techniques and slowly move up from there. Now, there are also other budget-friendly microphone brands like Monoprice. You can get Blue Yeti. A couple of them have different variations. This video is focused on FineFine since I have these microphones personally and I use them daily for my auditions. But keep in mind, most budget brands are going to have the same quality, if not a little variations between them. This one's nice since you don't have to have any additional software. Like with Blue Yeti, for example, sometimes it'll reset your software depending on which game you load up, and that will mess up your recordings. So keep that in mind while you're deciding which microphone is right for you. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Hopefully you guys can tell the difference between the three different microphone types. Once again, we'll go more into the XLR later on, but this is to keep it completely beginner friendly.